It's Wrestlemania! It's always Wrestlemania. Hi, I'm Ariel Italic.
I'm Lady Barrica Andrews.
We're all trauma bonded now.
And you're watching Nobodies Watching Wrestling.
What the fuck is trauma bonding?
We watched WrestleMania and a lot happened and it all sort of just washed over me like I was being pulled under by the undertow and it felt like I was drowning, but I'm okay now, I think.
To me, it felt like a very long plane ride.
Help. Just to give sort of a general overview of our thoughts on WrestleMania, our experience of it, my big takeaway was that this had a lot less high-drag pageantry than we usually see from WrestleMania.
And pretty much everything that we wanted to happen happened.
Yeah, I expected that there would be, like, bigger entrances. Like, this is 7 hours. If you want to hold my attention, I need something from a Michael Bay film before every single match.
I mean, there were 4 helicopters. We suspected that it might be AEW dropping down to still more people.
Save them.
It seemed like they were going with a much more minimalist look all around in the hopes of being taken more seriously, perhaps, which worked in a way because it did look a little bit less gaudy, but it didn't work in a way because what are we all watching?
It's not serious.
Who wants to be taken more seriously? No one.
But I do see your point that it was a stripped down stage with just the, like, Jumbotron
one screen,
behind everybody.
Which I thought looked really cool.
It weirdly visually appealing. I kind of wanted it to be tackier.
Right. It's not a roller coaster, that's for sure.
Like, if you're gonna trot Lacey Evans in front of something,
What was she even doing there?
Yeah, at least put her in front of something.
And that dress
stupid.
was not great.
Did not fit her well.
CD did it better.
There were matches we liked that we're not gonna cover. I just want to get that out of the way. We liked the men's tag team a lot.
Really fun.
The Usos looked great. Their outfits were really cute. It was as if you took a whole black look and just turned it white.
Yeah, it was very like Switch from the Matrix.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about Finn Balor being the demon.
He looked great. His entrance was really great, where he was like on like a riser.
Yeah.
Like it was very like college theater where they're like, let's get some smoke.
That's what was missing from this, was more college theater shit.
More college theater.
I did like that they are protecting the demon to never lose. Finn loses, but the demon does not.
No one wants to see the demon lose?
No, it's ridiculous.
Why would a demon ever lose?
That's the other main takeaway from this show, was that for once, and it will never happen again, Vince gave us everything we wanted.
Yeah.
Literally every outcome was the one that we went in thinking we wanted, and we got it all.
We got it.
It was a beautiful gift that we should appreciate.
We also got Hulk Hogan.
Okay, we didn't get everything we wanted. We're going to start off with Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. I mean, I don't think we've ever reviewed a match where Brock lost, so that's new.
Mm-hmm. That's new.
Nothing else was.
Well, Seth's gear was really nice.
Sure.
I'm going to say that.
3 curb stomps to take him down, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that if that's what it takes, you got to put in the work.
Seth's abs were looking very nice.
I'll stomp on Brock Lesnar as many times as it takes to stop him from ever doing this again.
I'll stomp my butt on Seth Rollins.
Oh.
This escalated.
If he wants me to. But
I was going to say consent
does.
I was going to say consent is sexy, but I don't know if that's true in this circumstance.
Some people like a butt stomp.
I have to go. Moving on, we've got the ladies tag team. We've got the Boss and Hug Connection, which is Bayley and Sasha Banks if you don't watch wrestling.
We need a better name.
Why are you watching this show? We've got Nia Jax and Tamina. We've got the Iconics. And we've got Beth Phoenix and Natalya.
There's so much in this match.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about this for a few years.
Nia, they're so close with Nia.
And yet so far.
No, she looked fucking great.
No, she did not.
She, to be honest, here's how it went. They did a shot of her chest up.
Yeah.
And we gasped. The room
gasped,
literally,
everyone
in the room gasped. And then they showed the whole outfit, and it was an atrocity.
Yeah, they're getting there, though.
I feel like you're giving a lot of credit to say they're getting there because they didn't fuck up something that you couldn't see most of. Like,
well,
it was
whatever
still bad.
it means. You don't know what's happening below this couch. Or do you?
Oh.
The Iconics looked amazing. They got a full cheer.
Yeah.
I think they had the biggest pop of the night at our
They had
bar.
the biggest pop.
Yeah, there were feather accoutrements. There were horns.
Embroidered flame
Horns.
print.
They were basically giving us what the last episode of Drag Race wanted to give us, but no one could achieve.
Yeah.
When you have a Halloween runway, that's how you do it.
It looks like they consulted God Complex, a finalist in Mixed Nobody.
It was sort of like a Victoria's Secret runway, except all the girls could kick your ass.
And they were wearing horns instead of angel wings.
No, Peyton was wearing wings.
There were wings.
Was she?
Yeah.
How did I miss the wings? Yo, I
were
remember
paying
them.
attention
I
to the
remember. They were great.
I'm so sorry that you couldn't have been there last night.
I was there in form.
Sasha and Bailey, we can talk about, and that brings us to the Sasha Banks.
We watch. Oui moi. Oui moi. Oui moi.
If we can't get you to yell the title of the segment, can we at least get you to participate in the segment that is yours?
I'm here.
Oh
what do you think of her
God.
weave?
A-. Like an
Elaborate.
unenthusiastic A-.
Solid A. I thought the rating was just about whether it moved or not, and it did not move. It stayed in place.
It stayed in place.
which is great.
That's not the
That's
only
hard to
quality of the
do.
weave.
She's just had better looks. There was nothing special about it.
I would say there was the lighter lavender parts, the sort of like, there's like a lighter
Oh yeah, you
top,
hated that.
and I hated that.
Yeah, you were really pissed.
You like a thick top?
I don't mind the lighter color. I thought the placement was poor. It wasn't evenly dispersed throughout, and it also didn't look like a natural root growing in.
It's purple.
But that's why would you put if you're gonna root the hair, then you should do the dark root.
No,
Ridiculous
what
thing.
if you have silver hair and you dyed your hair purple and it's just silver coming through?
That's...
I don't know why you're yelling that like it makes sense.
It's like no, that doesn't make sense either.
Is this our first
It's
fight?
dyed hair.
Are you mad about
I'm
this?
just like, there's no reasoning behind it. I'm the reasonable one.
It's a B.
Oh.
It's like between a B plus. It's a B plus.
It's between a B plus and an A minus. It's true. Okay, moving on. That was
Bailey was also there. Bailey was wearing a fringe jacket and bright colors. It's what she does.
the tiger print was cute, and they matched.
Oh, yeah, she had a Berica eyeshadow.
Yeah.
It just went
but like,
from the inner eye all the way to the back of her head.
Yeah.
Just one side, just
can you
stripes all
see the
way
rest
through.
of my eyeshadow?
There,
It just seems like something you would do.
there were also just bizarre polka dots around the eye, which was a very
I never
Berica move.
clocked the polka dots.
They were there.
Cool. Are they polka dots if they're on your eye?
They were dots. I don't know if she knows how to polka.
I think they're freckle.
Beth Phoenix and Natalia had like a matchy-matchy situation that I wasn't mad at.
So when Natalia first came out, I was like, I've seen better.
We've
I
seen it
really
before.
love her. Let's not forget that. But then when Beth walked out, I was like, oh, and you could see the adjustments they made between costumes, and it just worked. They're both like
And they held hands to the ring. 'cause
just
they loved each
fucking
other.
gorgeous, like legends.
They made the most sense together. They looked like married lesbian superheroes that were here to
fuck,
like
married-
kick ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
From heaven, sent to defend all the queers.
Someone write that comic book.
Oh. Grandpa Brett was there.
Grandpa Brett was there.
They
so-
didn't need him.
He survived an attack from a stranger and made it to send them off.
Yeah. But
Cool,
they could
thanks,
have done it
Dad.
without him.
They were like, "It's cool. Can you drop us off down the street?"
And they walk the block to the ring.
Yeah, they're like, we're cool.
The match was really fun.
I loved Bailey just throwing Sasha at everyone for the entire thing.
That's how I would fight with Sasha too. If I had Sasha on my side, I'd be like, you do it.
Sometimes I throw Ariel at people. I'm like, go do this lip sync. You're better. You got this.
It's like that. I liked the Iconics being sneaky everywhere.
Oh my god. This was a star turn for the Iconics.
Sneaky and sassy.
The last time we saw them, I was like, wow, they are almost perfect. And this time I was like, they are more than perfect. And I want to be them.
yeah, this is the wrestling I like. I need some cartoon in my wrestling, and they bring the right balance of actually being good at what they do, because I don't think they get enough credit for actually doing amazing in-ring
completely
work.
true.
Serious
Silly.
wrestling fans don't like them and think they're not good enough, which I think is actually insane.
Is it because they're like beautiful girly girls?
No, I
do you
think it's because they're just picky about. They look they also like their movements they don't look necessarily like they're in a fight. They look like they're in a video game about a fight, sort
Yeah.
of. Like they're just like a little too graceful and then weirdly clumsy at other times.
They work so well together, though.
But they're like, it doesn't matter to me because like their characters are that too.
yeah.
I was about to say, I think the character work is part of it. Like,
Yeah.
if they were super brute strong, like a Nia Jax, that wouldn't make sense for what they're doing.
Also, my favorite thing is when they won under your breath. I don't even think you said it into the mic. You just go, "Power of good makeup," like because their makeup was incredible.
We were talking about
You
that.
did say that.
Yeah.
We're talking about how great they look.
They had the best makeup of the night, and
True.
that helps you. Look how far it's gotten me.
I think they.
I have a sneaking suspicion that they have a lot to do with their makeup. They seem like they're really good at makeup.
I think they have a different makeup artist, or they do it
They
themselves.
could be.
because it does look like it's a different style.
It's a different style, yeah.
It's much more Instagram.
Definitely not the same person that does Rhonda's makeup.
The Iconics won, and they should have won. And
they won with a sneaky win.
Yeah.
they didn't win on their own merit. Well, it was a clean win, but it was sneaky.
And that was the best surprise of the night, too, I think. 'Cause I don't think they're taken seriously, and I don't think they're considered for things like that. And so to see them win was, like, out of nowhere. Like, I
Also,
didn't see
you
it as
know I
possibility.
love some tears, and when they were, like, real emotional about it afterwards.
Was that your
Like,
first cry of the night?
Maybe.
Do you know what also I learned this week? What you also, I think, learned too? Wrestling is somehow less fun to watch when you actually know the people wrestling because you're just scared the whole
Oh my
time.
God, so scared.
Effie
took a fall on the apron, and I was like,
Yeah, my mom instincts kick in hard. I'm like,
Oh.
boys.
you can never go to a death match.
No.
You're not allowed.
You're not allowed.
I know. I don't like to watch them walk into the ring because I know something bad is about to happen. If they could just all sit and like talk it out and have a granola bar, that is my ideal wrestling match with people that I know.
Oh my God, can we do that with the Wrestlemania girls? We'll just sit in a ring and have granola bars with each other.
Granola bar stip.
The real good Kashi ones. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. Wow.
This was a journey.
We all wanted this for Kofi, and they drew the tension out as
So
long as they
long.
could, but so well. I never like a long match. I never like a long match. And I was so into this the entire goddamn time.
Being in like a fun crowd where everyone in the bar was just like fully transfixed and just like screaming at every near fall. It was like we were all like going through something together.
All the things.
If I had handlebars, I would have been white knuckling them because like they ratcheted up the tension like a Jordan Peele movie. You could just feel Daniel Bryan being his wiry, scraggly little self, just hemping up on Kofi Kingston.
Hemping up.
And I just knew in this sad pit of my stomach that like there was a very strong chance that he would win.
My main concern is if Kofi did win, he would have to wear that stupid belt.
No, they weren't going to make him wear the
They weren't
beanie
going to
belt.
make him do that.
I was waiting for them to destroy that belt. I'm like, can we set it on fire?
I bet it would have gone up real quick.
Rub like some ground beef on it. Some like,
Ooh.
you know, like I figured they would go that WWE route with it, where they're like, oh, we're gonna put something non-organic on it. Oh my God, these plastics will never biodegrade. Ha ha ha. You know,
They wrapped it in saran wrap.
real manly American earth unfriendly things.
Oh, the New Day's Basquiat detailing on their
Oh, fuck,
gear.
the outfits.
Incredible.
The Basquiat outfits were all incredible. We initially thought they were maybe too subdued, and then we realized what was happening,
Yeah.
which was a nice touch. I liked. It wasn't even a reveal; it was an inner mental reveal where I saw it unfold before my eyes. and was-
75% of the people that watch WWE probably did not clock it.
That's not fair. We'll do a poll on
Who
Twitter.
clocked it?
Our fans are not WWE fans. That's a different
Also
thing.
true.
That's true.
I also liked that for most of this match, though both people had outside support, there was precious little intervention for
I
us.
love that.
There was a brief spot where Big Red tried to pull some shit, and the other members of the New Day had to intervene. But that was one moment. It was done quickly, and we got to focus on the actual participants. And they were doing enough to carry it on their own.
They didn't really even leave the ring that much from what I remember, which I always like that in a match because I think there's a little too much out of ring shenanigans these days, which, is a really snobby bullshit wrestling thing to say about wrestling.
Really snobby. Really snobby.
Well, we're snobs. I'm a rich white woman.
I'm a poor white bitch. What are you?
None
Sum
of
it
your
up.
Business.
So what I didn't even know, because this is wild to me in 2019, is that he is the first black WWE champion.
Wild.
Like,
wild.
How is that possible?
2019.
That doesn't make any sense.
It never even dawned on me that it was possible that he was the first black WWE champion.
How could that be?
It's like when I found out Aquafina was the first Asian host of SNL, and I was like, what? Apparently, I found out you guys hate SNL last night.
Oh, yeah. Fuck SNL.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I will say this. I was sure Michael Che was the first black WWE champion.
I don't know who that is.
He was one of the SNL guys who was the guest.
Oh.
And the main event, the first ever all-female main event at WrestleMania,
Boom. Again in 2019. Who knew?
goes to Ronda Rousey, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch. Oh, wow.
Also a journey.
A literal journey, a through-the-air journey.
That segment with the helicopter, when it started, I was like, this is so fucking stupid. And then the more it went on, I was
It was
like,
glorious.
this is the kind of stupid anime bullshit I live for.
The only thing, the camera on Charlotte's face the whole time she was probably green screening, because she was like, I'm just going to look out the window. I'm going to see these things. There's not much going in my head, even though I'm in a helicopter.
She had a full-on boss bitch face the entire time. She was like, I hate that building, but I own that building.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of
car,
that.
But I own that car.
They looked like they were flying her in to fight Tetsuo at the end of Akira because she was our last hope. My favorite detail of the whole sequence was that she gets out of the helicopter, takes off her leather jacket, and then puts on her robe while she's walking into the building. She demanded manservants meet her at the helicopter with her robe. I lived.
Yeah.
I was really actually hoping the robe wasn't going to happen. I was like, oh, she doesn't have the robe. She doesn't have the robe.
You screamed when she popped the collar, though.
Did I?
Yeah.
Also, how is she going to come to WrestleMania without the robe? It's WrestleMania. I'm surprised she didn't have a second helicopter for the
I thought you were
robe.
going to say a second robe. A robe for a robe.
That would be great, too. She takes a robe off of a robe and then puts the under robe on. She's like, WrestleMania, the next WrestleMania, I need her to fly her robe in its own robe in a helicopter. Then Ronda had Joan Jett, which was amazing because Joan Jett
was there because she was getting paid a hell of a lot of money to be there.
There was a get this paycheck chant at our bar.
there was.
Joan Jett has no more gigs in 2019 because she has all of her rent paid now. She'll see you in 2020.
See you later.
But that was underwhelming after, like, Joan Jett is many things, but a helicopter she's not.
I just love Ronda Rousey walking out, going to Joan Jett, and Joan Jett having to feign interest.
She's like, the meet and greet is later, sweetie.
Hey, girl.
She's like, I don't know.
And
who
then
you are.
Ronda proceeds to do her obnoxious walk to the ring. That walk is so incredible.
When are we coaching her on that walk? It's like she's clenching a pencil between her butt cheeks, and it needs to get to the ring before it explodes.
I decided it was, you know, Miss J teaches everybody to walk on America's Next Top Model. I feel like her coach was Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman, who walks like he had wet diarrhea in his pants right before he had to get on stage.
Ronda too.
I just remembered another detail about the helicopter ride. So we're going back a second.
DJ Accident Report's last words are going to be, I just remembered something about the helicopter ride.
We should take a helicopter ride one day.
Only if manservants meet us with robes at the end of the runway.
And I get to look out the window like I hate it.
So the detail I just remembered about the helicopter ride was that Berica looked at me during it and goes, "Is this real?"
You might have seen on Twitter us going off about, is this real?
There were so
the
many
rest of the
points.
show we were just like, is this real?
But also, there were at several points throughout WrestleMania where Berica just looked at me and goes, "Is this real?" And I don't know if she was just like exhausted or confused by a spot or questioning reality or
Option E, all of the above.
Anyway, the helicopters, are they real?
Becky Lynch's entrance.
She
had
walked in.
Nothing.
She just fucking walked in.
I kind of loved it.
Yeah.
I don't need that
It was
shit.
like the antithesis of what Charlotte did.
Yeah.
Becky don't need a helicopter.
Yeah, it's
She needs a strong leather jacket and a side swoop.
Yeah, she really did own it. It was like when Dolly Parton performed at the Oscars and she just had a bare stage because she's like, I'm Dolly Parton.
Dolly fucking Parton.
You're here for
I'm
me.
Becky fucking Lynch.
Yeah.
The man.
She doesn't need that shit.
She looked amazing.
She looks amazing.
Yeah.
She looked amazing. But
The
also,
fucking eye makeup.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was
Just
another.
so structured.
You could tell we were in an audience full of gay people because when they did a close-up on Becky's eyelashes, everyone
Hugged.
gasped.
Oh, yeah.
gasp. Even the metal kids.
And Rhonda's makeup was maybe the best it's been in a while. It wasn't good. It was that, like, 5th grader's first time doing a smoky eye, where it's like a sort of a magic marker around the eye.
So, like, cut back to one of our first 2 videos is me.
The hair was bad.
Ooh.
Weird.
I'm just worried that she's gonna go bald if, like, they keep doing that hairstyle on her.
I feel like as a goth, I'm obligated to like anything that looks like spider webs. However, it didn't work.
Nope. Started off hot with Charlotte and Becky pairing up on Rhonda and being like, we got to take her out. And they went hard on her. Immediately very exciting because it was just like this burst of energy. And Rhonda is sort of favored for everything because she is who she is. So it was really fun to, like, it got the plot going. It got the action going. It was just like right out the gate, I was like, yeah.
I have to go back to their hair. Real quick. Becky and Charlotte have been doing this thing with their hairstylist where they structure it in a way where it's just beautiful when it comes out, but it's made to fall apart.
Yeah,
and it
it's
just
true.
looks fucking gorgeous when it starts falling apart.
Who's that artist that does Spiral Jetty? It's like that.
And they were all super brutal to each other in a way that was really fun.
There were definitely a few weird dead moments.
Yep.
There was definitely, like, the table didn't break. That was upsetting.
The table didn't break, but I thought it was really brave of them to put both titles on the table. It's the
Also-
first table champion ever. It was the last one standing in that match.
Tables are for bitches.
That table has 2 belts now.
Oh. 9.5 billion hours into WrestleMania.
Billion.
The 3 of us had stayed up at the Gay Young Classic until 5 in the morning the night before.
God.
Ariel's been sick since Wednesday. We've lost our minds at this point. And then Rhonda takes the table and throws it over and screams, "Tables are for bitches."
We lost our shit.
We lost our minds. We broke.
Just like imagine sitting down at a table and just being like, I'm such a bitch.
Such a bitch.
Just I'm using this table.
Bitches.
Like you walk through the mall food court and you're like, look at all those
what the
bitches
fuck do you got a
at
table for?
I was so tired at that point that when she said it, I just go, that's so true. And I didn't know what that meant. But I
Just
knew it
meant
was
what it
true.
meant.
And then you were like, oh, Thanksgiving is a holiday where you just sit around at a table and talk about why you're such a bitch.
While we are all excited that Becky won, we're all excited
We're all
that Becky
excited.
won. That ending was kind of bullshit. Like, it came out of nowhere. There was one camera angle where it was clear that on the 2 count, Rhonda's shoulder wasn't even touching the mat. But we still got to a 3 count, and we were done, and it seemed as though everyone was surprised.
And confused.
It was I'm not sure who was wrong. I don't know if it was the ref or if it was... I don't know who to blame. I don't want to just say the ref and then no one else, but I don't know who else's fault it would be. But something fucked up.
Somebody fucked up.
I wanted to comment before that I still think Ronda's moveset is really interesting, and I love the way she moves around the ring and has to like do a lot of step-ups to get higher because she's smaller, and I just like the way she reverses moves. I just think she's actually very good, and I know politically we're not really supposed to say that, but I really just think she's very entertaining and good at wrestling.
She is very good.
She was more entertaining last night than I've seen her.
I mean, I just from an audience standpoint, I could tell that something was off. It came very abruptly. I was left feeling disappointed. And from a night when so much went well, it was a really pointedly bad end to the night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then again, we're always glad when it's over.
Oh, yeah.
You're always glad when this is over.
Thank you so much for watching. As always, we want to thank our sponsors, Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. They've got a new scent for you to try that you should try. It's called Mix Nobody, and it's based on our Mix Nobody pageant. It smells like leather, lime slime, and weed, and it's delightful. You're going to love it. It also smells great when paired with the Nobody's Watching Wrestling fragrance. So buy both of them.
It basically smells like the best garbage can you've ever been in.
Yeah. We've got a Patreon down below if you want to give us other money to get other things. Also an option. Anyway, I'm Ariel Italic, and I'm at Ariel Italic at all the places.
We're free from WrestleMania.
We're all gonna cry now.
You're never free.
Just look at the camera and try to cry.
Oh, wait. Do you want to see me make Berica cry? You ready?
Sure.
Do you remember when Nyla Rose fought at A Matter of Pride and hugged her opponent? And it was really moving and touching. I made her...
I'm not gonna cry right now, but I have to. Okay, bye.
I did it.
Yep, you did it. There's a tear. Okay, you got the tear.
When you're moaning into the mic, we can't hear what anyone else is saying. So maybe don't do that. Got it?
These are the people that give us money.
Do you got it? When you're moaning into the mic, we can't hear anyone else.
One more time.
No.